Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for watching another video with Miss D, cooking with Miss D. So today what we're going to be cooking is fajitas. We're going to make some fajita nachos or tacos, either or. If you are new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It's a little rectangle red button right below the video on the right. It does not cost you anything. It is completely free. You will not get charged later. It's not a subscription. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with anyone and everyone you know. And feel free to leave me a comment. So y'all already know. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the video and make this fajita, okay? Let me get y'all right so y'all can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I got my pan. Let me turn this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my heat on high. And I didn't tell y'all what kind of fajitas I'm doing, but they're steak fajitas. This ain't nothing but that cheap steak, because we're going to cut it up and we're going to add the fajita mix to it. So that's what we doing. You ain't got to have no T-bone or nothing like that, no New York strip, unless you just want it and you can afford it. And this steak been sitting overnight. I seasoned it and I salted it in some vegetable oil. Now I'm going to put it in the pan. I had to move my fruits from over there because this grease will be popping everywhere after a while. You might not want to season it too much because the fajita mix is kind of salty. Alright, so like I said, I got it on high for right now. Not going to cook it all the way. But I just want to sear it and get a little brown on both sides. Then we're going to put it in the oven. Alright, so let me let this get brown. Then I'll get back with y'all because this stuff's going to be popping everywhere. Okay, y'all, let's check and see. I had already flipped it. See how the outside of that looks? Let me check this side. Not ready yet. I'm going to leave it in there just another 2 minutes probably. I'm sorry, y'all couldn't hear me. So I said I'm going to leave it another 2 minutes. Just so it can get brown. And it's on high. Smoking. Y'all hear anything in the background? I got the window open in the kitchen because it feels so good outside. I know that it was hurricane shallow, but I see it turned into a tropical storm. Thank God for that. And I already got one already done. I have one done over here. Something just flew over there. I did one already. And it's cool because I'm going to slice it up before I put it in the oven. Put that off. Take that out. Look at it. Made a mess. Mess. Let me wipe this up, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So we got that done. And I have, altogether I got 1 green pepper and 1 red pepper that we're going to be using. I got to finish cutting up this green one. I got 3 sweet onions here. I just sliced them up with my hand. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little butter in here. And the only reason I'm using a pot, y'all, is because I want these vegetables to sweat. So that's why I'm using a pot. You can put them in a pan, it doesn't matter. But if you do put them in a pan, make sure you put a lid on them. So I put a little, almost half a stick of butter. Let's see. Not quite half, but almost. Don't matter. Just put you enough to steam them. I'll be forgetting my words, y'all. So while that melt, I'm gonna finish cutting up this other bell pepper. And this is for the newbies, the ones that don't really know how to cut up a bell pepper. Don't ever use a sharp knife like this. This knife is extra sharp unless you're gonna put it on the cutting board. If you're gonna put it on the cutting board, you put it face down, and then you start from the edge here, and you slice like this. Slice it any kind of way you want to, but me, I normally use my hand and my little knife. I love these little knives right here, y'all. They're my favorite little knife. Well, the other one is my favorite, the one that's broken, the tip that's broken, but I just use my hand and cut. And this knife that I'm using now is a paring knife. It's not that sharp. It's sharp enough to cut your vegetables, but not to cut your hand. So that's why, like I say, if you're not used to using knives, then I always use a cutting board. That's how I started cutting, on the cutting board. And some things I still cut on the cutting board. Lord have mercy, the stove ain't on, y'all. The stove ain't even on. I'm just waiting for that little butter to melt, and it's still sitting there. Put this down some, it's too thick. Now, if you like your peppers and onions thick, then cut it thick. If you like it real thin, if you got a shredder where you can shred them, then use that. Cut it any kind of way you want to. It's melted good enough. It ain't got to be melted all the way. It's going to melt once you put that lid on it. So I'm going to throw these bell peppers in there first. Because I don't like my onions real soggy. Bell peppers take longer to cook, so we're going to cook them first by themselves. That's all we're going to do. Put them in there, put the lid on. Let them steam. Maybe 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. That's it. Then we're going to put our onions in there on top of them. Y'all know I wipe as I go. If you don't know, you'll find out. I wipe as I go. So while we got that in there, I'm going to go ahead and slice up this steak. Let's get the one that's cold first. And like I say, see, ew, look at all that blood. I know some people eat theirs like this, but I ain't gonna eat no raw meat. But see, it's not done all the way. We just got it brown on both sides. Ew. I don't eat raw meat, but it look good. Let me bring it where y'all can see. I hope y'all can see that. So I'm gonna slice this meat up any kind of way. It don't matter. And when you do slice it, try to slice it against the grain. Like if you see the lines are going Let me see if I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Get that fat off of there. It's a sharp knife. I don't know if you can see, but when people say against the grain, if you notice this meat, if you try to tear it, oh Lordy, y'all, wait a minute. It'll go this way, but we want to slice it going like either that way or the opposite way. We don't want to slice it this way. We want to slice it like kind of slanted. Turn that down. Let's slant it a little bit. They say when you do that, it kind of keep it tender. I don't know. I just do it. I ain't no chef, so I just do it, y'all. Watch your hands. Cut this fat off. And then that fat right there too. Take the lid off of that. Okay, y'all, so time for our onions to go in with the peppers. Let me stir them up one time first. Hold on. I had to get a spoon. I gotta cook it too. Go ahead and pour these in here. And you don't have to use this many onions. You don't have to use the green pepper or the red one if you don't like it. You use whatever you like. So I'm going to put the lid back on here and let these sweat together. Okay, y'all. Let's check these vegetables. I think that's soft enough. We don't want to get it too soft. Oh, yeah, that's soft. That's good enough for these vegetables. I'm going to leave the lid off and I'm going to take it off the eye. That's going to be it for that. Do that over there. Cut that hot stove off. Let me get a pan for my meat. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna put all the meat in here. Gonna put the meat in here. Let me throw this fat away. And I'm gonna wash this so I can have some room. Hold on. All right, y'all. So, Maya, put me a little water in the cup for me. The cookie got me thirsty. So I got 2 packs of the fajita seasoning, and I only have 2 packs. We gonna see. We gonna see because it was only 2 pieces of steak. Remember I told y'all I had the oven on? I'm going a different route because the oven usually take longer. I normally use the oven when I have other stuff to do. I want to go ahead and cook it, so I'm gonna put it in a pot. So I'm gonna put both of these things of fajita mix seasoning in my bowl. That's enough. Thank you, ma'am. That leave right there, I get. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix 1 pack of onion soup mix. You can use the Lipton. This is just the off brand, the Dollar Tree brand. And mix 1 of these in here with it. Gotta mix some water. I add hot water to mine. Look like I'm gonna need some more, because that's not gonna cover that meat. So I'm gonna fill this bowl up. I'm gonna pour all this in here. I might need another pack. I don't know yet. We're gonna wait and see. Okay. Cut that on. Don't cut it on high. Put it on medium. And then you're just gonna stir it till your gravy get a little thick. I need some water. A sweet cookie. Okay, let this get a little thick. I'm gonna come back. All right, y'all. So it's boiling. And when I did that 1 bowl in here, I looked at my meat and said, you know, I need enough of juice and gravy that's gonna go over my nachos. So I had to add another bowl of water. So I had two of these size bowls water in here. And then remember I had 2 fajita packs and 1 pack of the Lipton onion soup mix, or the off brand. I used the off brand. But I tasted, it tastes okay, but I like a lot of flavor, so I'm gonna add 1 more pack of fajita mix. It's just the off-brand Piggly Wiggly pack. If you want to get the McCormick, I had 1 McCormick and 1 Piggly Wiggly starting off. So I'm going to add 1 more Piggly Wiggly with some hot water. And then I'm going to add a little flour to thicken it up. Ooh, that's steam burning my hand. Stir it up a little bit. Let that cook while I get a little flour. I mean, if you want to use starch, you can. I just don't like the way starch tastes in some things. Some stuff I don't like the way it tastes, so I don't want to use starch. I'm going to use some flour. Probably 2 tablespoons of flour. Start there, depending on how much you got, how much you're cooking. Just start with a little bit. You can always add more. And if you add too much, you can always put water in it and, you know, take it down a notch. Mike, give me that whisk up there. It's real lumpy. I'm going to whisk it a little bit before I pour it in there. Thank you. I'm calling you, Maya. See how much more smoother it is? It was real lumpy, smooth. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in at a time so I get the thickness that I want. Stir it. Not too thick. I think that might be enough right there. Oh yeah. It's thick enough right here. You want to get it thick, like almost like cheese. Like the cheese, what you're going to spread over your nachos. You know how thick it is. Sometimes we dilute it if we don't like it too thick. But this how thick you want this. Almost, because this is what's going to go over your nachos. Make it juicy. Now I got to turn the heat down. But if it boil over, it will boil over. Turn the heat down. Stir it up a little more. Make sure there ain't no flour lumps in here. I'm going to put the lid back on it. Let the flour cook out of it so you don't taste the flour taste. About 3 minutes. Then we're going to put our meat in it and our vegetables. So give me about 3 minutes, y'all. All right. Ooh, that thing hot. So that's the thickness that we want. We want thickness like cheese, remember? Not too thick, but like gravy. Now we gotta do is just add our meat in here. Then I'm gonna put the lid on it. Let this meat cook in this gravy for about 10 minutes. Down low. Well, medium low. Then we'll come back and add our peppers. Because we don't want them to cook until they're mushy. You know, we want to still have a little bite, a little crunch. So we're going to add our peppers at the end. Alright, we'll put the lid on and let it cook for 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, it's been about 12 minutes. I washed up the dishes, too. The meat should be good and tender. We're going to stir that up. That looks delicious. Let's add these peppers and onions in here. I don't want the juice, so I'm just going to take my hand there. They cooled off. You can do it with your spoon, or you can pull the juice off. I just rather just pick them up and put them in here. I'll add all these in here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to let that cool off. Let me pull this off, but it's hot. It's still hot. It's hot. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna pull all this butter off. Margarine. Then we're gonna add it to the pot. almost look like a stew or a soup. Ooh, wee. Don't that look good? And it's ready. That's it. I mean, if you want to just let your vegetables sit in here and cook a little more, get soft. I like a little crunch to mine, so I don't want to let them cook anymore. They're soft enough for me. And that is it, y'all. So over here I have some mozzarella cheese I had in the freezer, and I took it out, let it sit out, and I thawed. Got some mozzarella cheese over here. Got my chips right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. I'll put some of the mozzarella cheese on first, because it's still cold a little bit. That way all of this is gonna melt it. And y'all might want to get unsalted chips. If you don't like your stuff seasoned really well, you can get unsalted chips, because sometimes these chips are really salty. And you can use whatever cheese you want to use. It don't have to be mozzarella, but the mozzarella go good with this gravy. This fajita mix. I think that's enough. See? And then all we got to do now is just add this steak and the onions and bell peppers on top. Put a little bit of that gravy on there. I call it gravy, y'all. Okay, hold on. What is that noise? Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. What that is? That's it right there. Oh, that look good. Now you ain't have to use this bowl. Y'all know y'all could have used a plate, so it could look real pretty. I like it juicy. I'm gonna keep this on low. That's it. Look at that fajita taco or fajita nachos. You could put these on taco shells if you want to, or you can just put it on your chips. Either way, it don't matter. Matter of fact, you could get a bun, one of them fat hot dog hoagie buns, and you could put it on there. You could just basically do what you want to do with it. But that's it, y'all. We're done with this meal. Thank y'all so much for cooking with me today. And I'm going to say good night, because I'm going to eat a little bit of this and watch a little TV and go lay it down. So again, I appreciate y'all for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. Nobody's trying to make you. But I'm going to holler at y'all on the next video. Thank y'all for watching again. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. Stay prayed up. Please keep God first. And we're going to see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.